Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Key and I'm the book eater. Hi! Say hi to Anne. She gets jealous if you don't speak to her too. Hi Anne. It's very nice to be with you again. And we like literally match, Anne and I. It's okay if you think I'm a little not right up there because I talk to my plants. I think everyone should talk to their plants, and to their cars. You know, and to the TV when you're watching your K-drama or whatever it is that you watch. Anywho, I am super excited to make this video today because I have another book haul. Yeah, I buy a lot of books, okay. Yeah, but this book haul is important and special to me because this is my congratulations to myself for graduating from grad school. So, like, those balloons have been floating in almost every video, but I said that I was going to take my time until all of my books that I purchased for myself for my graduation came in, and some books took longer than others to come in, and so I wanted to wait to do this video until I had all the books that I purchased for myself for my graduation book haul. I also have a part 2 to this video, which will have books that people have purchased for me, friends, my daughter, Maddie, who I love you Maddie, she's 13. She purchased 3 awesome romantic comedies for me with her allowance money. So yeah, I want to make a and my dad also went on a little book spree for me. So I want to do another video, so it's going to be a part 2 to this video, but this video is going to focus on books that I purchased for myself to congratulate me. Kudos, Key, for graduating from grad school. I recently earned a double master's in English literature and creative writing. So I thought, why not treat myself to some books? So without further ado, here we go. Let's jump into it. Can you see that? It is really this pretty. Yes, Jane Austen, Sense and Sensibility. Barnes & Nobles came out with a pastel collection, and I purchased 4 books of the collection. I can't find the last one. So I have Sense and Sensibility. Of course, with Sense and Sensibility, you need Pride and Prejudice. So I have that. Look how beautiful it is. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. You're pretty. So much prettier than the covers that I had when I was in undergrad English. As an undergrad English major, you have to read Jane Austen. At the university I went to, you have to read Jane Austen. Like, not reading Jane Austen is like not reading Shakespeare. It's almost like you can't be an English major and not read Jane Austen or Shakespeare at the university I went to anyway. So, Pride and Prejudice and Sense and Sensibility. Persuasion. Persuasion is one that people really sleep on, I think. I think that people really don't, I think everyone goes straight to Pride and Prejudice and Sense and Sensibility, but I think Persuasion is one that people really sleep on, and another one that people sleep on, Mansfield Park. These two shouldn't be slept on, because let me tell you something, they're good. And, I mean, they may not be like, Pride and Prejudice is a 10 in my book, Sense and Sensibility is a 10 in my book personally, but these are some good solid 8s, you know. And if you love Jane Austen, you should read Mansfield Park and Persuasion. They did not have Emma. They didn't have Emma, which really ticked me because I'm super OCD and I'm like, how do I get Mansfield Park and not get Emma? See, to me, Emma goes well and well with Mansfield Park, not necessarily because of the storyline, but just because in my mind those two go great. So if you buy Mansfield Park, buy Emma, just like if you buy Pride and Prejudice, buy Sense and Sensibility. But I'm gonna keep looking, and when I get my hands on it, and I will get my hands on it, when I get my hands on it, she's gonna go right next to her little sisters. So let's keep it moving. I also purchased from my graduation gift to myself, this is where it ends. I know nothing about this author or what's ending. Because if you watch my other videos, you know I don't read synopsis. So I just go off the cover, and all I saw was chalk being broke, and I said, this is dramatic. I want it. And so I got it. And so here we go. If I Was Your Girl, I have a feeling she's gonna be a little crazy. And I love crazy girls. As one, I used to be one, not anymore, but I have a feeling that she's going to like destroy some things. Relationships, friendships. I wasn't that crazy. I didn't destroy relationships and friendships, but I have a feeling she's gonna be that crazy, and I'm here for it. I'm here for like the swim fan type drama. 10 Blind Dates. All these are YA books. I am not, there's a fly flying around me. Hope it goes away. All right, buddy. I'm not really big on YA books, right? But I have heard some wonderful things about YA books. I've been told by several other book bloggers, listen, Key, or Christy, which is what's the other nickname that they gave me, read YA. Read YA. And I'm like, but, I don't know. I shouldn't. Just read it. So I made sure in this book haul that I purchased several YA books just to say I gave it a chance. And I might fall in love, you know? My foot itches. Sorry, I had an itchy toe. All better. I might fall in love, but, you know, we'll see. So, 10 Blind Dates. Another YA to add to that collection for all of my reader friends who said I won't give YA a chance. That's 3 in a row. You see, I took your advice. 3 in a row. It's kind of a funny story. And I, again, know nothing about this book, but I've heard, and I could be wrong, because people have told me about some of these books that I purchased. It's about a teenage boy who tries to commit suicide and ends up in a psychiatric ward, and his story. So, yeah. I hope the lighting is okay. I don't know if the lighting is okay or not. We'll see, but yeah, there we are. Quite a few more. The Fill-In Boyfriend. Another YA. I feel so good. It's really hot here in Maryland. How is it in the other states? I can imagine like if you were in like Arizona or something, like my hot probably is nothing compared to your hot, but it's pretty hot here in Maryland. All right, so The Fill-In Boyfriend, I can make an assumption. I can, you know, make some type of inference on those. There's that word for the English majors and teachers out there. I can make an inference based off this cover that this boy is either going to be some type of a fake boyfriend or a boyfriend that she's going to use to make her ex jealous, or something dealing with this boy who's really her friend, who ends up being her lover towards the end. Like by the last page, I'm assuming it's going to be a happily ever after and they're going to be together. Probably after they graduate from high school or college. I'll let you know when I read it, but I'm assuming that that's what this is going to be about. With the Fire on High, I've heard several great things about this story. I was a little like, I don't know if it's quite up my alley, but it was recommended to me, and I said I would purchase it, read it, and review it. And so here's another YA to throw on it. I believe this book is about from what I've heard, it's about a teenage girl who becomes pregnant, who loves to cook, and through cooking, she finds her release and freedom and evolves into an amazing human being. I wish her all the best. And I hope that that's actually what this book is about, because if that's her come up, yeah, as a teen mom myself, I'm all for the come up for teen moms. So there we go. A Danger to Herself and Others. I am so excited to read this. I hope she is bat-ish crazy and that she just goes on this spree of like, maybe she's the unpopular girl in high school and people bullied her, and she like comes back fierce and ferocious and she just destroys everything. This video kind of feels like it's a theme to me, wanting girls to destroy things. I don't like vengeance in real life, you know. I believe in peace and tranquility, right, Anne? She says yes. However, in books, I'm all for it. I'm all for the girls getting their comeuppance and people getting what's coming to them. So I hope that she's like a really likable character in the beginning, and then something happens and it's like, okay, well, you know, emergency contact. I don't know if this is a YA or not, but it says that it's smart and funny and that I will absolutely love this book, so I'm hoping that I will. All right, so now let's move it on to some Harlequin. I have A Marriage of Equals. I love interracial romance. I am a product of interracial romance, and so I love reading interracial romance, and I'm here for it. I'm here for the races mixing and making little lovies. So I want to read this. I'm excited. It's just the fact that it was a woman of color and a Caucasian man on the cover for me. Anytime I see any type of interracial anything, I want it, and it's mine. Tempting Fate. I was watching a book reviewer. Well, she's a book reviewer, but she has a bookstagram, and she was making a video. She's a book. The words right there. Come on, Key, you got it. Blogger. That's what I was looking for. She's a book blogger. She recommended this book for anyone who loves a good story about romance and who has anxiety. Have anxiety, love a good romance. She said, read this. I said, you got it, kid. I'm reading it. And so I got it, and I'm going to read it. So I'm excited about it. Tempting Fate. I'm tempted. Opposite of Always. It looked bright, and so I got it. I think it's another YA. I thought I got like 3 YAs, but apparently I got like 1,000. I'm hyperbole. That's extreme exaggeration. Another term for you. I'm gonna read it. Probably not in 2021 because my TBR list is probably at about 75 right now, but definitely in 2022, it's happening. How to Fail at Flirting. This book to me looks like a summer book, right? Never read anything by Denise Williams. Happy that it's a novel and not a series because I can get through it and be done. But I want to read this book over Thanksgiving break. I don't know. It reminds me of summer, but for some reason I think I want to read it the day before. You know, we put the turkey in the oven and be finished after everyone eats the turkey. So I don't eat turkey. I'm pescatarian. But as I eat my salmon, you know, with fresh squeezed lemon and, you know, maybe some garlic and some black pepper and put in the oven on 400 for about 45 minutes. Wild caught, not farm raised salmon. I'm going to make sure this book is read by then, okay? Yeah. I had to read this in undergrad. I didn't love it because I had to read it in undergrad. And anyone who's an English major knows that you don't get a week to read a book. You read it, you get it on, you say, you read it. I'm not taking this out. This is going to be in this video. Yeah, bloopers and all. You get the book. They say read it by Wednesday. You start it on Monday. There's a paper due by Friday. So, as an English major, although I love literature, I can't really read for leisure. It's more so reading to write the paper and engage in academic discourse with my peers and to prove to my professors that I know what I'm talking about and that I should pass this class with A's because I wanted to get into grad school. And so, when I read Nora Ephron's, I always say F-horn. When I read Nora's book, I didn't enjoy it because I just thought I gotta read it and write a paper. I felt something. Write a paper on it. And so I'm gonna give this baby a chance now as an adult when I can read it on my own terms without my professor saying, write a paper. So I'm gonna enjoy this baby because I think it was funny, but I didn't really think it was funny at the time because I had to write a 10-page paper on it. So Yeah. Let's move it along. What to say next? This gave me summer vibes, and I thought, it's summertime, so why not buy it? It was really that simple. 2 cups, 2 straws, summertime, summer colors, get it. If you read it, let me know how you feel about it. The Stranger I Married. This is up my alley. I never read anything by Sylvia Day, but I've heard she's great. And so I will make that conclusion after I read her book. But I'm assuming it's about a stranger that this character married. I guess. I don't think it's going to end well because this picture looks like it's not a happy ending for anybody. We'll see. This Man by Jodi Ellen Malpas. I said your name right, JoJo. This is part of a series. I did not buy the other 2 books in the series because this book was like $16. $15.99. $15.99. And so if I'm gonna buy a $16 book and all 3 books in the series are $16, I need to make sure that I like the first baby before I invest in the other 2. One thing about me as a reader, I've learned this. If I start a book, I have to finish it. I have to finish it. There's one book I've started that I have not finished, and that is The Handmaid's Tale. I started The Handmaid's Tale when I was 20 years old in undergrad. I'm 33 years old. I had to read The Handmaid's Tale in grad school. Still hadn't finished. I had to read The Handmaid's Tale for a certificate program, my advanced certificate in English literature. I still didn't finish. So that's 3 opportunities to read and finish The Handmaid's Tale since I was 20, and I have never finished that book. So a goal of mine before the clock strikes 12 this New Year's is to finish The Handmaid's Tale. I'm going to finish. I'm like maybe on chapter 15, right? I'm going to finish. But that's the only book I've ever read and haven't finished. Let's jump back to this. One thing I learned about myself as a reader is that once I start a book, I have to finish, except for The Handmaid's Tale, which is my Achilles heel. Okay, I'm sorry. If you love The Handmaid's Tale, sorry, but it bores the crap out of me. But anywho, I have to finish. That doesn't count for series. If I finish book 1 and I didn't like it, I don't have to read the rest of the series for myself to feel like I'm okay. I just have to finish the entire book. So if this is a great book, I will invest in the other 2. If not, it's going to end here with this man. And I don't have much more. Only 2. Pride. This is the African version of Pride and Prejudice. And so I think it would be really awesome to read Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice and then to read this baby. And it's by E.B. Zobo. Or Zobi, I hope I'm saying your name right, I'm so sorry, but I believe it's West African. And I am so excited to read this book. It says that it's smart, funny, and witty. And so I know Pride and Prejudice was very smart and witty. I wouldn't really say it was funny. So I would like to see E.B.'s, I hope I'm saying your name right, Eve's, take on Pride and Prejudice, and see how that goes. So I will definitely do a video comparing and contrasting the characters between the original and the remake. And then finally, Outrageous by Minerva Spencer. I read the first book, Notorious by Minerva Spencer. That was the first book I finished in my 2021 100 book challenge. And I loved it. It is a historical fiction, and excuse the truck in my parking lot. That was rude, sir. Yeah. Anyway, back to this. She's amazing. She's an amazing writer, and she makes historical fiction work. Some people really love historical fiction. I'm not one of those people, but I read Minerva Spencer's book, Notorious, and I said, oh, It's like if you were to take Gossip Girl and history and ballrooms and all things Austen and put it together. She makes historical fiction feel like a 30-year-old, 25-year-old, 20-year-old, 18-year-old, 35-year-old, anyone, millennial, you know, type, or Gen Z, would love this type of historical fiction. So here are all the babies, so many more as you saw, but that I got for my graduation present to myself, to say kudos for finishing your double masters. And yeah, so thank you guys for watching this video. If you like my content, please like and subscribe, you know, because I don't know why you wouldn't, unless you don't like it and you just don't want to subscribe. Then I don't know what to say to that. But anywho, yeah, I'll be back with another video to show the books that I received from my dad, my daughter, my friends, and everyone else who purchased for me for my congratulatory gifts for graduating from grad school. Until then, be great and bye.